ask you. You know what I'm saying? I do a segment on Is to the Street where it's called Tales from the Hood.
Mm.
So if you don't mind, just sharing with me like a tad bit of any situation, whether it been with interviewing anybody on Flip the Script or just DJing a party. Well, it's
Mm.
basically with Tales from the Hood. I just tell like a something that happened that was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a fight, whether it be this, whether it be that. So give me
Damn.
one. I might just chop this part and just put it on the Tales from the Hood segment. So just give me one Tales from the Hood segment, whether
Oh
it's
man.
DJ experience.
How much time you got, man?
Hey, you know, give me a nice version. One good one.
One good one. All right. Man, you've been through a lot, bro. All right. I'm gonna give you. All right. So this what we do. I'll give you one DJ Tales from the Hood, and I'll give you one
Okay.
podcast Tales from the Hood.
Okay. Cool.
Um. Man, so many. Oh, bro, this one's crazy. Um. I'll
Why
give you
you
one
get them?
DJ. Yeah, I'll give you one DJ one. A DJ one. I remember I was DJing a party in Queens. Um. I want to say this is probably like '07 or something like that. 2007 probably. Um, in Southside, my man Punch Dollar, he had like a I think this was around Christmas time. Had a party, packed out. Like it was at some like we rented out some like preschool building or something. I don't know. They had a big space in there. They let us rock out. Had like a big old teen jam in there, crazy. Um,
Mhm.
so I remember DJing, and I remember seeing my homeboy all the way in the back of the spot looking at me. I don't know how I caught my eye, but he looked at me and he kind of was like and pointing like it was going down. I'm like, what? I'm looking at and from there I started to see the crowd kind of like get tensed up.
Mhm.
Then I seen a little fight happen over there, and then like people started fighting in the crowd, start getting a little crazy. Like they start throwing tables around, start getting like wow. And you just hear a bunch
Right.
of like noises, like bang, like boom, boom, stuff getting thrown around. People
Mhm.
swinging. Um, and then kind of everybody scattered out. I feel like we heard some gunshots at some point, but
Mhm.
it was crazy to the point where I was behind my DJ table. And I think this is when I had records still. So I had all my stuff there, all my crates and everything there, my speakers, turntables, everything. And like people were jumping from the crowd on the stage, under the table, like grabbing my leg, grabbing the table, grabbing my table shaking, my speakers is almost falling down. My homeboy had to catch the speaker, put it back up on the joint, like
Right.
so it was like a
Right.
bunch of it was like a movie. And then I remember, yeah, I think it was some gunshots went off, maybe outside or something. But I remember,
Okay.
I remember my boy Joker. Some people may know Joker because Joker's actually Flip's cousin. He was there. I remember seeing him come from like the side door over here, walking past me, walking through the whole crowd. Well, I think like a white shirt or something like that, but it was like dripping with blood. Like
Oh,
so,
right.
like his
Right.
whole like his. I think he got stabbed or something like that. So he was dripping. He's still alive though. So shout out my man Joker. He hold it down like tough, tough
Right.
dude.
Right.
But I remember seeing him walking past me, and I'm just like everything kind of went in slow motion. I'm kind of like, oh shit, and
Mhm.
like his shirt is like you see it like blood coming down. I'm like, nah, on the floor. You just hear all the girls like, oh my god, Joker, like screaming. I'm like, yo, what the hell's
Right.
going on? I peeked outside, some dude on the floor like shaking, like I guess he got shot. Like that was a wild. Like I still want to reenact that whole scene and do like a movie kind of thing for
Right.
that
Right.
that
Right.
whole just that whole night was
Right.
just crazy.
The whole thing kind of just turned into like a Royal Rumble type thing or something, huh?
Yo, man, I don't know what
Hey.
happened. Like I still to this day I don't know what happened, who had beef or what. It was a wild. It was a fight there. It was a fight here. I seen Joker walk past me with the blood. Like I'm like, yo, this is too much, bro. This is crazy. But
Right.
that's just one of the many stories of me DJing out here. Like
Mhm.
too many stories from back then. Like
Right.
people, it's crazy. And then a podcast Tales in the Hood. Oh man. Well, we had an episode with the New York City Bloods.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What you gonna say?
I want to hear about the blood one, but I was watching one and
Uh
when Flip threw water on the dude, this I think this is like one of y'all earlier ones.
oh
He threw
yeah
he threw
yeah
the water
yeah
on the
yeah
dude.
yeah. what's his name?
I can't remember his name.
Darian or some. He has some weird names,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
that that was wild too. That was wild too.
Hey,
But
that episode, bro, I was dying laughing. It was hilarious.
that was wild too.
It was
But
there. But go ahead about the blood one. The blood one.
the blood joint, like I can't really give all the details about that because it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
yeah.
it was behind the
Yeah, yeah,
scenes, and like
yeah.
some things happened, some people got called, and a lot of stuff happened behind the scenes. So I don't want to get nobody and steer nobody the wrong way. But um, what the part that I will say was that NYC Blood episode was probably got one of the most probably top 5 views of our podcast so far. When we had um CK and Mel Cross and all them dudes on the couch at the same
Right.
time. That episode, um, it got real crazy behind the scenes.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. Don't
what
go into none
what
of
I will
that. You know what
say,
I'm saying?
yeah. You know what I will say is that we had to film it twice because we filmed like an hour at first and it didn't go to their liking, and they kind of had they kind of try to they kind of like pressed us a little bit. They erased the footage and we had to like settle things off
Right.
off
Right.
camera.
Right. 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 Right.
Shout
Okay.
to
Okay.
shout to CK though, man. Shout to Mel Cross, all those guys. You know, they're real good dudes,
Right.
man. Killer, Killer Kev, he definitely came in and was like, yo, bro, like these are my guys. Like let's keep it peace, and everything got settled. But
Right.
it
Right.
almost went left a little bit, and we had to like go outside, talk, settle things, and then reshoot the whole thing again from the beginning, like
Mhm.
like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Right.
And then
Right.
even after that, those two guys, it was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
They
Right.
had some they had some drinks before they came to our show, and
Mhm.
that kind of like influenced certain things and certain conversations, and it just they even got into it amongst themselves after the show. You know what I'm saying? Where I was like, yo, how y'all in the same? What's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right. Right. Hey, I know how it go, man.
yeah. But those dudes definitely handled it. We spoke. They cleared it up. Like it didn't get to where it could have went, but it was just real. It was a lot going on. Like that episode was in the studio was probably to like 5 in the morning, or something like that. Like trying to just get everything recorded and done right without nobody going crazy, nobody feeling away. But everybody's good now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those guys. Like we all, it's like family now. If I see them in the street, they salute me. They come by. I'm DJing. They come show love, and you know what I'm saying. So that's just a part of history that I will always laugh at and be like, "Yo, this guy's a little crazy, man. Like,
Right.
it could
Right.
have
Um,
went real left that night."
I'm definitely familiar with those episodes. Well, that particular episode, I think it was a very good episode. I like how, I just like how those guys, unfortunately they had to go through what they had to go through, but it seems like they're all in pretty good places now.
Yeah,
Based
yeah,
off that podcast and other things, it seemed like it kind of sparked their, it's kind of sparked them to have more opportunities
nah,
to, to
for sure,
progress.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Which is real dope. I also think that y'all did a good job with telling the stories of coming up as a gang banger. And with me being from Chicago, I know all about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't
mm,
necessarily have Crips and Bloods in Chicago to my knowledge like that, but it's definitely a variation of it with with Black Stones and Gangsta Disciples, with Vice
okay,
Lords, which I
right,
stuff like that.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So I understand the gang culture, but I think y'all did an awesome job with telling the stories, but not necessarily glorifying it. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I think
right,
that's very important. As black people, especially with the youth, we got to do something when it comes to this gang culture because it's getting to the point where we're basically decreasing our numbers at a rapid rate. You know what I'm saying?
100%, yeah,
And it seems like it's only growing and it's only growing. Like at one point in time, you would never. And I'm not from New York, but you didn't hear about Crips and Bloods in New York. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
It was more so of a and anything I'm not knowledgeable about, you know what I'm saying, please correct me. Not so much you, but anybody that's in with know the culture more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Because
right, right,
I don't have all the facts and all the history of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a good thing that that y'all did the way y'all did, and we need to address the issue to try to put, a cap on it. Me personally, I don't care if you're in the gang, but why does it have to be self-destructive? You know what I'm saying? Like you from Queens, I'm from Chicago. I'm gonna rep Chicago. You gonna rep Queens.
Right,
But
right.
why does it get to a point where a Chicago dude want to kill a Queens dude, or a Queens dude want to kill a Chicago dude? So how can a blood gang and a Crip gang coexist, but it be productive? Like
Yeah, I'm
the
all for
gang
that.
thing ain't right. You know what I'm saying? The gang thing
I'm all
ain't the
for that.
problem. Represent, like, Tupac said it in the song in To Live and Die in LA. He say in that song, represent your hood, but recognize what that is all good, where the weed at. Basically, like, nigga, you could be what you want to be, but
Yeah,
we all chilling and good, nigga, pass the blunt. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
100%,
Yeah,
bro.
man. So
I think some dudes just be ego tripping, man. Like I think people just kind of.
well, I do understand that there's a lot of history of bad blood. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like from the neighborhood that I'm from, that I'm not gonna put out, like there's 20-25 years history of bad blood. But
Mm,
these people all went to grammar school together, went to high school together, came up together. But just because you might stay on that side of the avenue, this side of the avenue, and that side of the avenue is more so this gang, and this side of the avenue is more so that gang, you
right.
guys develop this hatred for each other just because y'all call something
Yeah.
different. Y'all organizations
It,
is different.
it could be all handled with one conversation too. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have one big homie say on the other big homie, and like, yo, look, what's the problem? I don't know. We just hate y'all from before. All right, well,
Right. When does it
let's.
stop? Right. When are we gonna make a conscious decision to stop going to funerals? Because that's all we doing.
Yeah,
All we doing is going to funerals.
yeah,
We
for
going to
sure.
funerals, we going to the hospital, and we watching loved ones suffer. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So,
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
want to go too deep into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to give y'all props the way y'all did it. Y'all did it in a respectful way, and
Nah,
y'all ain't
thank you,
you know what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Y'all did it in a dope way. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.